Hi there, my name is Hannah Beecham. I am a narrator with Past Your Bedtime, and today I will be reading a story called Take Two by Rebecca Kinder. I very much hope you enjoy it. Yorkshire on the Back Roads, 22nd of December 2019 at 8 p.m. A busted 1967 Chevrolet Impala was pulled over onto the side of the road, flashing one of its indicators. The sun was slowly setting in the backdrop of two women in their mid-20s stood in front of the car. One was tall with bright red curly hair dressed in a tightly fitted black dress with high heels, and the other was short with blonde long hair dressed in tailored black pants and a pink button-down shirt. Leah the redhead was bent over under the lid of the bonnet, trying to figure out why her car had stopped. There was smoke coming out from the engine. "So that was the stupidest thing that we have ever done," said Leah. "Well, stupid is a common occurrence for us now," said Aid. Leah turns to Aid and smiles before she pulls her close and kisses her. "What about this? Is this stupid?" Aid returns the kiss and then pulls away to kiss her on the cheek. "Come on now, fix the damn car and let's get out of here." Aid pushes Leah back towards the car. Leah puts her hands up and starts to work at the engine. "Show me your magic," she says, slowly humming along as she works. "Why don't you take a seat in the car, babe? I'll give you a shout if I need you to turn the car back on." Aid walks towards the driver's side of the car, pulls the door open and takes a seat. "This car breaks down every time." "It doesn't happen every time," Leah laughs out. "Sometimes I think you love this car more than you love me," Aid stuttered out, slightly upset. "I love you more, there is no competition," Leah says without hesitation. "Now turn the key, darling." Aid turns the key and nothing happens. "Guess I better put those fingers back to work," Leah growls at Aid as she winks at her before getting back to work. She leans in closer into the car, looking at the wires, pressing her lips between her teeth. She spots that one of the wires is fried and so heads towards the boot of the car where her toolbox is. She returns to the front of the car with the replacement wire in hand. She finds the fried wire and starts to replace it with the new one. "Turn the key one more time. I think I got it." The key is turned again, and for a moment there is nothing until the engine spurts back to life. "I think we missed our reservation," Aid mumbled to Leah. "Why are you so upset? We can make another reservation. It's not the end of the world, babe." Leah turns towards Aid, walks over and grabs hold of her hand, pulling her out of the driver's seat. "It's not important," Aid replies, looking down at her hands. Leah runs her hands through Aid's hair. "If it's making you upset, it is." Aid looks back at Leah and smiles brightly at her. "I was trying to propose." Leah smiles back just as brightly. "Wait, what?" The look of shock on Leah's face is obvious. "Yeah, today was the anniversary of the day we met. I wanted it to be perfect." Ada brings her lips to Leah's forehead and kisses her, smiling as she does so. "You want me to be your wife? To spend the rest of our lives together?" said Leah. "I can honestly say that over the last few years that we have known each other, we have done some stupid stuff, but seriously, this has got to be the worst. All I wanted was for us to have a nice dinner and then drinks after. It would have been perfect," said Aid, holding back tears in her eyes from winding herself up. "It was." Leah gets down onto one knee and smiles up at Aid, who isn't looking at her. "Look at me." Aid turns as she speaks. "What?" Stopping when she sees Leah on one knee reaching into her pocket. "Me and you? What's more perfect than us?" Leah pulls out a small jewellery box, opening it to reveal a ring. "We always did think on the same wavelength. I knew today was the anniversary of the day we met. What do you remember about the day? Here is what I remember. I was driving home from class that day, travelling through the back roads, these roads actually, when I see this beautiful woman on the side of the road. Her car pulled over as her engine had stopped." Yorkshire on the Back Roads, 22nd of December 2014 at 7 p.m. A car was pulled over on the side of the road. A blonde woman in her late teens was stood on the side of the road. She was dressed in black skinny jeans, a dark vest top, and a red plaid shirt. A black leather jacket was flung over her arm, and she has her other arm out, trying to signal for help. Several cars pass her by, but nobody stops to help her. She puts her arm down and leans back against her car. A 1967 Chevrolet Impala starts to slow down, its indicator blinking as they pull over on the side just passing the broken-down car. A long leg pops out of the car, followed by the rest of the woman. A tall and slender young woman with immensely curly scarlet hair, dressed in shorts and a vest top, with a bandana wrapped around her hairline. "You need some help there?" The blonde woman looks at the newcomer in shock and awe. "I've got a flat tire." The redhead looks the blonde up and down and shrugs. "Do you have a spare one?" "Yeah, I think," said Aid as she walks around to the boot and pops it open to find a spare tyre, coated in a small layering of dust. No idea on how to fix it. Well, today is your lucky day. Now, why would you say that? You would not believe the day I have had. I'm good with cars. You got a name? Aid, the blonde woman replied, whilst looking up at the redhead. The pair smile at each other. The redhead walks around to the bonnet of the broken-down car and signs to Aid to pop the bonnet open. Aid leans into the car and soon the bonnet is open. Leah goes to the boot and lifts the spare tyre out and carries it over to the flat tyre and places it on the floor, before heading to her car to retrieve her toolkit. She carries the kit back over to the flat tyre and starts getting to work. Aid closed the boot whilst this was going on and then lifted herself onto the fence just behind the car. So, Mrs. Good with Cars, do you have a name? The redhead looks up at Aid and winks. It's Miss, actually, and the name is Leah. Also, being good with cars is because I grew up around them. You see my baby there? I built it with my dad when I was young. Aid looks over at the Chevrolet Impala, slightly impressed. Well, I am not a car person at all, which is probably a little obvious. Leah stands back up, wipes her hands on her shorts and stretches her neck. Aid watches on as she does this. Are you checking me out? Said Leah. Aid, realising she's been caught out, blushes bright red. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Leah laughs. At least ask for my number. Aid grabs her phone out of her car and passes it to Leah. Yorkshire on the back roads on the 22nd of December 2019, now at 9 p.m. And the rest was history. I've never been so thankful for that bad day that led me to getting a flat tire on my way home from class. If that day had gone any way differently, I wouldn't have met you, said Aid. So will you marry me? Leah stutters out. Of course, you idiot. Aid laughs as Leah puts the ring on Aid's finger. You idiot, you are stuck with me now. Aid wraps her hands around Leah and kisses her. Wait, I forgot something. Aid runs back towards the car and reaches into her bag and pulls out a ring box, opens it and turns back towards Leah. Will you marry me? Leah pulls Aid to her and kisses her long and hard. Yes. Aid puts the ring onto Leah's finger. Now we match, my love.